What if you and I had a dream school? Ano kaya yun? Would it have dinosaurs like experiments? Little things that become big. What if we could suddenly see invisible things? Would it have a giant heart or a big, big brain? Or flies into outer space? May sagot sa ating mga tanong, pero tuturuan din tayo magtanong. Okay lang din magkamali, so that we learn so much more. Sa dream school natin, learning is never boring. So it's an adventure. How do we do that? What do we do? With the power of science, art and imagination, all the wonders you will find in the mind is school.
Tara na! Join us as we explore Mind School, the coolest space for science and art ideas.
Step into amazing portals with us, where extraordinary, weird, and mind-blowing connections
Come to life!
Hi, Manong G!
Hi, Manang G.
Hi, Manong G! Uy!
Hi, Manong G!
On time talaga kayo lagi ah!
Siyempre naman, Manong G, ayaw naming maiwanan. Di ba sabi nyo, pupunta tayo sa museum?
Sobrang excited na kami ni Simon!
Tara na, guys.
Hep, 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 hep! Oo nga pala. Teka muna. Bago kasi tayo makapasok, may kailangan kayong sagutin na tanong.
Ano po yun, Manang G?
Simon, malusog ka ba?
Ako po?
Yes, ikaw.
Well, okay naman po ako kumain. Kaya lang, madalas ako nagpupuyat dahil sa online games.
Ikaw naman, Kyra.
Okay naman po ang weight ko and magana naman po kumain. Kaso, medyo tinatamad lang po mag-exercise.
How about you, Mikey and Mario?
Ako po, I just had a blood test done as part of our health check for work and okay naman po result ng blood test ko.
Ako naman, Manong G, I started working out with friends, so we feel healthier naman po.
Kayo naman dyan. Anong naisip nyo kapag naririnig nyo ang salitang malusog?
Malusog ang isang tao kapag lagi siyang nag-exercise.
Ang kahulugan ng pagiging malusog ay una, may kaaya-ayang kapaligiran, pangalawa, may magandang pangangatawan, at pangatlo o higit sa lahat, ay may matatag na pag-iisip.
Ang definisyon ng pagiging malusog ay ang pagkakaroon ng mataas at malakas na resistensya sa pangangatawan dulot ng pag-eehersisyo araw-araw at pagkain ng mga masustansyang pagkain.
Para po sa akin, ang ibig sabihin ng pagiging malusog ay yung hindi nagkakasakit or yung malakas ang pangangatawan. Ganun po.
What it means to be healthy is that you're capable of resisting diseases, viruses, and etc. You are physically fit, mentally healthy, and able to get through a day without worrying a thing about your well-being.
Para sa akin, ang pagiging malusog ay may malakas na pangangatawan, hindi sakitin, at may malakas na resistensya.
Sabi ko na nga ba eh. Akala nyo, pag sinabing malusog, tungkol lang yan sa katawan nyo.
Hindi po tungkol sa katawan yung malusog?
Yan. Yan ang dahilan kung bakit ko kayo dinala dito sa Ginhawa Museum. Dito kayo maliliwanagan na ang kalusugan ay kaginhawaan. At ang kalusugan na pisikal ay isa lamang sa 10 aspeto ng ginhawa.
Oo nga no? Nakakabit syempre ang kalusugan ng katawan natin sa kalagayan ng iba pang aspeto natin bilang tao.
Oo nga, Mario, no? Kasi kung physical health lang ang goal natin, pag meron tayong right diet, exercise, and sleep, perfect ng buhay natin. Kaso, hindi lang yun ang magusto natin magawa sa buhay.
I really wanna find out, ano ba ibig sabihin ng malusog or ginhawa?
Ako din, kasi I always feel like marami akong gustong gawin bago ako masatisfy. So, kasama yun sa ginhawa?
Now that you've asked the right questions and in the right spirit to find out, we can now enter the Ginhawa Museum. Ready na ba kayo? Let's go!
Wow, this is really cool!
This reminds me of those secret doors in video games.
Oo nga no, shall we open any door?
Oops, wait muna. We need an expert guide so that we will get the most out of these doors. The expert should be here any moment.
Hey! It's Kuya Allen!
Hi, Kuya Allen!
Hey! It's so good to see you all here at the Ginhawa Museum. Kayo yung unang bisita dito. Shall we look around?
Wow! Mag-workout ata tayo!
Itong aspeto ng ginhawa ay ang pisikal. Kalusugan siya not only for today, pero para sa kinabukasan, para maiwasan natin ang mga sakit sa pagtanda.
Ah! Yung pinag-usapan natin bago tayo makapasok sa Ginhawang Museum?
Ah, yes, that our physical health involves taking care of our bodies through healthy diet and exercise. Pero, bakit po may bed?
You young people. Akala nyo, hindi kasama ang tamang tulog sa pisikal na kaginhawaan. Napaka-importante ng tulog sa level ng stress natin at sa ating concentration. Mga 7 hanggang 8 oras dapat tayo natutulog.
Uy, Simon, remember that ha? You need to get enough sleep. Hindi yung magsa-cellphone ka lang buong gabi.
Oo na, gusto mo dito pa ako matulog eh.
Ano ka ba, Simon? Ang dami pa nating doors na papasukin, no? Sige ka, maiiwan ka dito. Hindi kumpleto ang experience mo dito sa Ginhawa Museum.
Guys, may emotional door din.
That's right, Mikey. You'll notice that here at the Ginhawa Museum, we can access all the doors from any room.
And that is because ang mga aspeto ng ginhawa that the doors or rooms represent are all connected para buo ang ating well-being or kaginhawaan.
Well said, Manong G! Kaya dito sa emotional door, dapat aware ka sa mga iniisip mo at mga feelings mo rito.
So, to manage this room well, hindi tayo dapat ma-overwhelm ng sobrang emotions, lalong-lalo na yung mga negative emotions.
That's right, Mario.
Oh, how about this door po?
Go ahead, Kyra. Let's check it out.
This exhibit also says that black holes could eat entire planets!
Yan! Yan ang ibig sabihin ng intelektual na aspeto ng kaginhawaan. Kailangan you're able to expand your knowledge based on your interests.
It's huge.
This is so exciting! Did you know the universe is 13.6 billion years old?
This exhibit also says that black holes could eat entire planets!
Yan! Yan ang ibig sabihin ng intelektual na aspeto ng kaginhawaan. Kailangan you're able to expand your knowledge based on your interests.
Ang sarap talaga no kapag nasa-satisfy ang curiosity. That is why learning is really part of ginhawa.
Tama, Mikey. And when you are also in a group learning together, di ba masaya? At kayo rin watching us together and learning new things with us.
Uy guys, look! Ano yun?
Ah, another door is open for us. Let's go. Duman tayo sa pinto ng social. It is part of our well-being to connect with others, family, friends, and our community. Natural sa tao makipag-ugnayan sa isa't isa.
Tama! No human is an island.
Tama, Kyra. Essential sa kaginhawaan natin ang relasyon natin sa iba't ibang tao. lalong-lalo na sa mga mahal natin sa buhay.
Oh, how about this door?
Mario, yan naman ang spiritual door. Para sa aspeto ng ating kaginhawaan, yung pananalig, yung layunin sa buhay, at yung kahulugan.
Gusto ko tong door na to. Lalong-lalo na pag maraming challenges in our everyday lives. Pag naiisip ko na may nakikinig sa akin, nagkakaroon ako ng pag-asa.
Kasama din dyan kung may purpose ka. Pwedeng gusto mong makatulong sa edukasyon, or sa pagprotekta ng ating kalikasan, or kahit ano pang nagbibigay saysay sa buhay mo.
Speaking of nature, di ba kailangan maayos yung environment para sa kaginhawahan natin?
What Simon says is correct. Kasi kung marumi at magulo at sira na ang kapaligiran, paano na ang life support system natin na makakapekto sa physical at emotional life natin? Kaya dito yan.
Oh, kapag nature ang inspiration, ang sarap talaga gumawa ng art like paintings.
And to dance and sing. When I did cheer dancing in Japan with my teammates, I was so happy. And I was doing something I loved and was with the people I love.
That, Kyra, is another aspect of Ginhawa, culture.
I really love watching concerts with my friends. Pero pag nawala yun, feeling ko kulang na.
Maraming ritual sa buhay natin na mahalaga. Kahit nga yung pagpasa ng mga family recipes from generation to generation, ritual yun at party talaga ng kaginhawaan.
So, napasok na ba natin lahat ng secret doors sa Ginhawa Museum?
Hindi pa, Mikey. May hula ba kayo sa mga naiititirang doors?
Naisip ko po, trabaho or propesyon. Kasi kailangan may kakayahan tayong tulungan ang sarili natin at ang ibang tao. Lalong-lalo na kung may mga responsibilidad tayo.
Ay, tama ka dyan, Mario. Ang trabaho ay napakahalagang konsepto na pasok sa financial na aspeto ng kaginhawaan.
Kasi kailangan natin kumita to support ourselves and our families as well.
The last door is human rights. Ito ang lagi niyong nadidinig na pinaglalabanan ng mga tao kasi parte talaga siya ng kaginhawaan.
Ano po yung human rights?
Yan, Simon, yung karapatan natin bilang tao. Katulad ng right to freedom of speech, freedom para makapag-aral, at freedom makapagtrabaho.
Yan po yung nakita ko sa news na pinaglalaban ng mga tao.
At hindi lang yan dito sa atin ha. Ang human rights or karapatang pantao ay sa lahat ng tao sa buong mundo. Balik na tayo sa gitna para makita natin lahat ng pinto ng Ginhawa Museum. Physical, emotional, intellectual, social, spiritual, nature, cultural, financial and work, human rights. Ngayon na nakita nyo na at nabuksan nyo na ang lahat ng 10 pinto ng Ginhawa Museum, anong masasabi nyo?
Na pag sinabi healthy, marami pala meaning, hindi lang yung kinakain natin.
Pero alam mo, naisip ko din, diba, sobrang swerte mo naman kung okay ka sa lahat ng mga pinto na to?
Oh, that's the ideal, Mario. However, iba-iba naman talaga ang kalagayan ng iba't ibang aspeto ng ginhawa para sa bawat tao.
Iba-iba din. Depende sa panahon ng buhay mo.
Tama, Manong G. Ang mahalaga, alam mo yung mga aspeto para gets mo kung may kulang or may kailangan i-balance.
Totoo po yan. Kasi ngayon na nakita na namin lahat ng 10 doors, hindi ko na alam kung ano ang ginhawa kapag wala yung mga aspeto na yan.
I really learned so much about what health really is. And most of all, I learned a lot about myself.
Ako din, Simon.
That is true, Simon and Kyra. These learning adventures are about the world, and most of all, they are about ourselves. Special talaga ang mga adventures natin dito.
I really love our Mindy School adventures. We always learn so much about ourselves and our world. Thank you so much, Manong Jiha, for bringing us here. And thank you din po, Kuya Allen, for being an amazing guide.
Oh, you're all most welcome. Always remember that these doors are available to you anytime you need them. Especially when you're feeling stressed, pwede yung balikan ang mga natutunan nyo rito.
At ishare nyo rin sa ibang mga kakilala nyo ha, mga kaibigan at pamilya. Para sila rin, malusog at maginhawa ang pag-iisip.
Oh, friends, kailangan ko na mauna. You'll definitely enjoy the last part of the tour. See ya!
Bye, Kuya Allen!
Welcome to... Stressed ka na ba? This game will reveal the top 10 things we need to know about stress and our mental health.
Oh, look oh! Stress ka na ba? Parang game!
Welcome to... Stressed ka na ba? This game will reveal the top 10 things we need to know about stress and our mental health. Question number 1. Is stress good or bad?
Oh, I know the answer. Stress is neither good nor bad. Stress is normal, but too much stress or prolonged stress is bad for your overall health.
Question number 2. How many basic emotions are there and what are they?
Uy, alam ko to. There are 5 basic emotions na lagi nasa brain natin. So kailangan marunong tayong mag-manage sa kanila. There's fear, there's disgust, anger, sadness, and joy.
Question number 3. What are the ways to cope with stress?
Oh, I got this. There are proven ways to cope with stress na talagang nakakatulong. Katulad ng pagpansin sa nararamdaman natin at pag-iba ng pananaw para maiba ang pakiramdam at yung kilos natin.
Question number 4. Are all the ways to cope with stress good for us?
No! Merong S.A.D o sigarilyo, alak, and droga. These are ways of coping with stress na nakakasama sa ating katawan at sa isip natin.
Question number 5. What does a teenage brain look like?
Me, alam ko to. The teenage brain is still under construction. My emotional parts are fully developed, but my part for reasoning is still developing.
Question number 6. Can you help yourself cope with stress?
Oh, ako! I can help myself more with the guidance of my family, friends, and the older ones around me, so my brain could fully develop to cope with stress.
Question number 7. What kind of communication can you use to avoid S.A.D? Sigarilyo, alak, o droga?
Alam ko to. If you are asked to use S.A.D, may asertibong klase ng komunikasyon na effective sa pagtanggi sa sigarilyo, alak o droga.
Question number 8. What can you do when you're being forced to use S.A.D? Sigarilyo, alak, o droga!
Ay, ako po! Kapag naudyukan ka, pwede ka pa rin mag-self-control, maglibang, magpalipas ng oras, at magdesisyon sa tamang direksyon.
Question number 9. What are the 10 aspects of ginhawa or well-being?
Alam ko to. Madaming aspeto ang health para maging maginhawa. Physical, emotional, intellectual, social, spiritual, nature, cultural, human rights, financial, and work.
Question number 10. Is there an app that can help us check on our overall health?
Uy guys, alam natin to. Ito yung Lusog-Isip na app. Isa siyang app na na-design para sa kultura nating mga Pilipino mismo.
You got them all correct! Congratulations on your high chances to remember the effective ways of managing the stress in your life. With these badges, I designate you official stress busters. Enjoy your badges and your stress balls!
That was really fun. And wow, we even have badges just like online games. This will really help us in our lives, just like these stress-relieving balls.
O kayo dyan, sana naliwanagan na rin kayo tungkol sa stress at kung paano natin mamamanage ito.
We hope madami kayong natutunan, lalong-lalo na kayong mga teenagers, kagaya ni Kyra and Simon.
I was really surprised to find out na natural lang pala ang stress and not always a bad thing, and that there are healthy ways to cope with stress. Before, I thought na kapag stressed ako, I just need to binge watch shows online until I feel okay or until it goes away.
For me, it really is clear. No to S.A.D. No to sigarilyo, no to alak, and no to droga. Taekwondo, my favorite activities, and of course, adventures like this is where I want to focus my energy on.
Or like this. Ooh. Yes, we learned so much about balancing our emotions. Thank you so much, Kyra and Simon. You're always welcome here sa Mindy School.
We really had a great time, Kuya Mario.
We're excited to have more adventures.
So join us again next time here in Mindy School for our surprise adventures, where learning
Leads to a better normal.